Hi, Kelly Jones, how you doing? You're kind of unique, aren't you? I've watched quite a lot of your videos now. I thought I'd make a response to the 101 logic video. In that video you talk about two reasoning errors, and I'll be honest, I couldn't comprehend the first one. I did try, maybe that's just me, not sure. I'm with you on the second one. I think I'm with you. If I've understood you correctly, then I think you're right. You express things very differently from what I'm accustomed to, and I'll talk about that a bit later. First, let's just check to make sure we're on the same page. Okay, so mistake number 2, you said, is presenting a proposition as true by definition when it is a scientific identity. Yeah. Well, it's a mistake to present anything as true when it isn't necessarily true. But I guess it's easiest to make the mistake when the proposition appears to be true or is plausible. For example, in the case of a scientific theory arrived at through inductive reasoning, we might think that the proposition is true. We would assume it's true when it isn't necessarily the case. Let's look at the world's most famous. All men are mortal, Socrates is a man, therefore Socrates is mortal. I think you're saying it would be a mistake to believe that deductive reasoning has led us to the conclusion that Socrates is mortal. Yeah? I think that's what you're saying. Absolutely agree. That's correct. Let's have a look at what the correct understanding is. Here we go. So, the correct understanding of what we mean by that little construction: if all men are mortal and Socrates is a man, then Socrates is mortal. Okay? The first two statements are assumptions. We have two assumptions. We can make any number of assumptions we like. There are no limits on the assumptions we make. There's no question of ensuring the assumptions are true. In logic, our concern is for the soundness of the argument, not the truth or falsity of any of the assumptions that we make. We just need to be clear that our conclusion is true only if the assumptions are true. So our conclusion rests on the assumptions. So I think we're saying the same thing. Here endeth the lesson. I wanted to say a little bit about the sort of shared vocabulary and things like that. You express things unconventionally. I'm not sure where you're getting your ideas from, but it's definitely not from a mathematics background. Maybe you're just sitting around and thinking, or I'm not sure. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I want you to consider the disadvantages of swimming outside the shoal, so to speak. Ideas are communicated, and for that communication to be effective, we need a shared vocabulary. Take numbers, for example. All the world over, we use a decimal number system. It wasn't always so, but it is now in the modern world. So we have 10 digits, 0 through 9. After 9, we denote the next number by putting together the 1 and the 0, 10. There's nothing intrinsically correct or incorrect about that, about a decimal number system. We could use a binary system, just 2 digits. We could use a unary system, just 1 digit. Let's say you're a free thinker and you derive some great truth of mathematics, but because you've developed independently, you use a different number system to everyone else. How will you communicate your great truth? With difficulty, I would suggest. Yeah? So, just something to think about there, sport. Okay, have a good day.